overcome that somehow too. Ya, ada sebelum TKA itu ada ujian SAT. It's very interesting. So one of you have to walk through the night.
And considering that it was my first time and probably my last time for me to touch on Al-Makan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat datang di podcast Resonansi, ruang edukasi, opini, dan informasi. Nah, so in this podcast Resonansi ini merupakan salah satu program SMP Hikmah Surabaya yang terbaru loh. Dan program ini itu diinisiasi oleh angkatan ke-23. Nah, di podcast Resonansi ini juga nanti kita akan membahas berbagai opinion, informations, which of course will be inspiring, akan selalu menginspirasi bagi warga sekolah ataupun bagi semuanya yang akan menonton podcast Resonansi ini. Maka dari itu, podcast Resonansi ini kita mempunyai a tagline, a very special tagline adalah Speak, Share, and Inspire. Oke, nah pada episode perdana kali ini, Ustazah Indri ditemani oleh beberapa siswa-siswi SMP Hikmah Surabaya yang sangat luar biasa berprestasi, Masya Allah. And prestasinya itu bukan hanya tingkat nasional, bahkan tingkat internasional. Nah, alright, without further ado, let's talk to them. Okay, so Assalamualaikum semuanya.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Nah, how are you today?
We're good.
You're good. It's very nice to you. What about you?
Yeah, we're doing very good.
Very good.
What about you,
Nice to
Aska?
hear. Now, what about you, Aska?
I'm also doing very good knowing that I am in this podcast today.
Very excited in this podcast today.
Yes.
Alright, that's nice to hear. Okay, maybe some of you haven't heard, some of the friends here haven't heard about you guys. So would you please introduce yourself?
So, hello everyone, my name is Akila. I'm from 9E, and today, I was very excited to be sharing this journey with you guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Fia. I'm from 9F and today I'm here as a speaker and yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Askakandra Firdaus and I am sitting here today to share you my experience in WSC with you today in this podcast.
Exactly. Nah, so all of you are here 8th graders, right? Nah, jadi kesibukannya nih selama kelas 9 ini apa aja sih udah kelas 9?
Ya kita juga sebelum-sebelumnya juga ada TKA, and then jadwalnya juga pastinya padat banget ya. Ada sebelum TKA itu ada ujian SAT, habis itu juga ada uprak, habis itu TKA ya. Pastinya juga kita saat menyiapkan TKA ini kita juga benar-benar harus menyeimbangkan waktu dengan baik. Bagaimana caranya mempersiapkan TKA dan juga WSC ini, dua-duanya ini hasilnya maksimal gitu. Yeah.
Yeah, what about you?
Iya betul banget sih Kil. Menurutku juga kelas 9 itu padat banget acaranya. Dari ujian-ujian pun habis ujian satunya, terus habis itu lanjut lagi ada TKA, ujian sekolah, SAT, dan itu dalam kurun waktu yang dekat gitu loh. Jadi kita juga sebagai siswa kelas 9 juga harus maximize belajar kita dan biar tertata gitulah, dan kita bisa lulus semuanya dengan baik. What about you, Aska?
Ya, di antara kesibukan ini ya menurutku ini kesempatan bagus untuk kita mengembangkan diri sendiri dan juga kemampuan kita selama di SMP ini dan mencetak memori-memori terakhir lah selama kelas 9.
Memori terakhir. This is very good words. Nah, so you were very busy, you have a really tight schedules, but alhamdulillah ya semuanya bisa berjalan dengan baik, ya kan?
Iya.
Jadinya pasti tadi ada TKA, ada ujian-ujian yang padat itu bisa, what is it? It will be your bantu loncatan agar untuk mencapai hal-hal yang lebih besar nantinya. Amin. Nah, and speaking about achievements, we have learned that you just participated in an international competition. Just like Aska mentioned before, it is called World Scholars Cup, right? Yeah, and it is the Tournament of Champions. So, for your information, this is a very prestigious competition, especially in debate. Jadi ini merupakan salah satu kompetisi yang sangat bergengsi dan diadakan dari tingkat regional hingga tingkat internasional. Nah, Kak Akila, Kak Fia, dan Kak Aska ini berhasil mencapai hingga tingkat global tournament of champions. Congratulations again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And I heard that you are top 17 in global team, especially in barely senior divisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, could you tell me more about that, about the competitions and about the barely senior stuff?
Well, the competition itself was about debating, writing, and also other things that includes generally humanities and also testing your public speaking skills and your creativity. And I think the competition is not just built to test your academics, but also to test how you adapt your environment and to new people and to strangers at first, in which you made friends there.
That's true. So WSE or World Scholars Cup consists of three main competitions, which are debate, challenge, which consists of a quiz on the materials given by the WSC organization, and then third, which is writing. Aska is really good at it.
Thanks.
And this competition was held in Yale University.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yale University, United States of America. Right. So it was a very competitive competitions. What was your preparations? Before you joined the competitions, do you have any special trainings or anything like that? I'm sure everyone's, or even your junior, are actually curious about that.
So the preparation is extremely intense. So for like in November, for almost like a month, we almost every weekend we had to like practice our debate offline. So we met up at like a cafe or something, and almost every night we had like a Zoom sparring with other schools so that we can be prepared for like the debates.
So you almost practice almost every
Every night.
Every night.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you
And-
have the same preparations, Via and Aska? Maybe you have like slightly different.
For me, I was really struggling in having my confidence in debate. So sometimes I already know what I'm gonna say. However, when I try to say it, I always went blank. So that's the point that I needed to practice more. So me personally, I had to practice in front of the mirror a lot of times to say what I want and to write down what I want. So I didn't just imagine it, but I can express it to others and explain it well. And for the challenge one, we researched a lot on the internet about the subjects, and we basically quizzed each other on it, and we made questions. We did active recall so we can remember the informations. And for writing, we basically searched on motions or topics that we wanted to write on, and we would write full stories on it. And we review each other, and after that, we remake the new version. What about you, Aska?
My preparation for WSA is actually generally the same as Akila's. However, what I think differentiates my preparation from hers is my writing preparation. Instead of just drilling with old prompts or maybe the possible prompts for the writing, I read several medias and also several books to enrich my general worldview and also general ability to reference other medias in my work. And I believe that really helped me a lot during the creative writing part.
Oh yeah. So you got another trophy for writing.
Yes,
Right. What was that? That was the seventh place.
the ninth place.
The ninth place. Oh, that was very impressive.
you.
Congratulations. Yeah. So among all of the students around the world, right? And all these are a very impressive collections of trophies and medals. And I heard that there is still a lot more, right? Yeah. So you still have a lot more at home. This is just since we cannot fit all of this in here. So yeah, this will have a lot more. Now, do you have any difference like when you prepare in regional sections until the international round? Any different preparations maybe, or is basically the same?
For me personally, I did not know what was going on the regional round. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what to prepare. So my performance in WSC regional round wasn't the best at all. It was in fact probably my worst because I only got one medal and I didn't prepare like thoroughly for the first one, and I didn't know what the competitions are. I didn't know that there was writing. I didn't know there was challenge. I tried to prepare, however, I didn't get the hold of it until globals, where I learned from other scholars as well. But yeah, it was really not my best. What about you guys?
Yeah, me and Fia's team, yeah, we also went to the regional round with Tasha. And yeah, me and Fia's team, we didn't like prepare that much because we didn't have a lot of informations back like in early 2025. And so, yeah, we kind of like we don't know what's going on, and we were like especially for like the scholars challenge, especially me, I didn't study at all. I mean, I just read like one subtopics from the whole topics, which have like 12 subtopics in it. Yeah, and so for the scholar challenge, we have to answer 120 questions in like a limited time. So I just like answered like half of them because I just ran out of time. But alhamdulillah, I got like only one medal in scholars challenge at that time in regional. I still grateful for that. Yeah. How about you, Aska? Yeah.
In the regionals round, considering that it was my first time joining WSC, I was I don't know what was about to happen to me during WSC. I don't know what activities that I will be joining in WSC, and I don't know exactly what to study from there. Considering that it was my very first experience in WSC, so me and my teammates, basically the mindset is just to go with the flow and just study with what we've got and use this regional round as a sort of stepping stone, our first stepping stone to progress on the other rounds in WSC. And eventually, it proves to be quite effective because from the regionals round, we learned that there are writing, there are the tests, and also the debating and all the other stuff. And from that, we got the experience that we needed, and we got the preparation sufficient for us to win several achievements later on.
Oh, that's right. So from the regional round, it was your stepping stone,
Yes.
right? And you push yourself. You have more preparations for the international, the global one, and then you go to the tournament of champions. Now, in this tournament of champions, like you were in Yale University. How was the university? How was your experience there? And how was you were surrounded by students from across the globe with different cultures, and how did you feel? And how did you adapt to the competitiveness level in the global round internationally?
Well,
Yes.
since we're dealing with strangers from all around the world, I will feel like I was out of my comfort zone. It was as if I was faced with a big challenge. That is to integrate myself to the community of such many different people from all around the world. But in this competition, we were taught to set aside those differences and get along together to achieve our common goal. That is to win in WSC and just generally enjoy our time there and make friends and do all the funs that are available in WSC. And I would say that is how I integrate to the community by not minding about our differences.
Yeah, that is really true. There are a lot of people from every continent across the globe, and there were so many friends that I needed to be friends with. So for me, I integrated myself into the community by just learning about everyone, where they're from, what they like to do, and we bond over the things that we like together. Like, I made a lot of friends. For example, I met one from Jakarta. I met one from Nigeria. I met one from Japan, and we shared a lot of stuff that is maybe different from our homeland. For example, the food, the culture, and it was really fun, fun bonding experience. That is how I integrated myself into the community, which is by bonding over things that we both like and are interested in. Thank you.
Yeah, especially in like the globals and the TOC round, where WSC like give us the schedule. It's called Scavenge Hunt, and we also have cultural fair. So like at Scavenge Hunt, we have to like bond and collaborate with other teams from different countries. So they gave us like some tasks to do, but yeah, I'm so glad that I met like very nice friends from there, and we like share our knowledge together. We also share our different like type of study for WFC. So like yeah, I learned a lot from them actually. Yeah.
So it's kind of like friendship, but also competitive. Yeah, right. And what about the challenge itself? So you have to debate. Yeah, you have to go on like a debate match with some of those students who actually speak their native language in English. And we hear English is not your native language, right? But you are fluently, you're very fluent in speaking English. So how was it when you were there, when you have to have a debate match with those students?
Uh, Actually, I don't think English really um, is a really is a problem for us because we already speak it with each other, and it wasn't a thing that we need to focus on more. However, the hardest part in debate for me is to actually communicate what I want without blanking or being nervous. That really freaks me out. Speaking in front of people freaks me out, and I needed to overcome that somehow to raise on top of the other competitive debaters. And for me, I learned that most of the debaters felt the same too. So why should I worry about me when others are feeling the same too? I needed to push forward. I needed to overcome my fears. I don't know what it takes. I just have to deliver that speech, and that is my only job. So by having that mindset, I overcame my difficulties of speaking with other people and from speaking in front of the judge, and it totally got rid of my nervousness. What about you guys?
Yeah, okay. Is there any challenges or difficulties during the TOC?
The challenge that I faced was pretty similar to Fia's. However, what I think differentiates it is that I don't have my challenges with my confidence. However, I have my challenges with organizing myself with my team. Because what everyone needs to understand about WSC is that this is not a competition about individuals. This is a competition about how you communicate to others and how you organize yourself with your team. And this is my biggest challenge in the debating because I need to communicate my ideas and also my arguments with my team to coordinate well, to perform well as a team. Because I'm not just debating as a personal debater or an individual debater, I'm also debating with my team and have to share and construct a structure with my team and also my team members. And well, I would say that I eventually overcame this challenge with enough practices and also fixing my communication with well my general teammates and also just general people to pair up myself for any people to debate with and to debate against.
Okay, so maybe what differentiates from them is that so in this WSC, as in my regional, global, and TOC round, I got like the third speaker place. So I got the third speaker, and I had to summarize all of the speakers from the affirmative and the negative team, and I also have to rebut within like 4 minutes. So I had to summarize all of them. I had to listen carefully to what they said so that I can rebut them very strong and very efficient. So that is what I struggled through the most. But yeah, with the help of my team, yeah, I can get through it. So yeah.
That's a very, yeah, you want to, yes.
Oh yeah. So for Akila, so Akila's job is the third speaker, right? In debate, you have to communicate within your teammates, and you have to share points. So I think your teammates play an important role in your ability to rebut like your opposition's arguments. Akila is the last speaker, so we had to help me and Aska, we were both the first and second speaker. We had to after our speech, we had to help Akila with rebutting the opponent's points, and I think that is really important, which is listening to your opponents and helping your teammates after you're done. So after you're done, you're not there just to listen. You're there to help your teammates too. So I think that is really important. Right, Gil?
Yeah,
That's
teamwork
right.
is really important.
Is really important. So you're not doing this individually, but
As a team.
team. This is very nice. Okay. Okay. So, do you have any unforgettable or like memorable moments when you're competing in TOC? Moment that you can't forget until this day.
Do you wanna go first?
Yeah, first.
Okay. So it isn't really at the competition, but it was after the competition. So actually, we were trying to find an Uber to our hotel, right? And it was really windy. I was so cold, and the traffic was like very long. So, when we tried to order an Uber, it won't no one would accept us for some reason, and we waited and waited for a long time. We had talked to other scholars as well, and then we decided that it was too late for us to wait for the Uber, and we decided to walk all the way from the convention center, from the hotel to ours. So we had to walk like walk through the wind. We had to walk through darkness, and it was really unforgettable. I had my hijab blown out everywhere, and it was in the middle of the night too. So we had to act fast, or else we're gonna be freezing. Yeah, I think that is the most unforgettable experience for us because it was really cold and we had to walk all the way from the yeah.
In the dark at
Yeah.
night. That was very memorable. Now, do you have the same memorable events you Akila and Aska?
Yeah.
Sure, you can go first.
One of the memorable things for me is that we almost every day we had to eat the same thing
Oh my god, yeah.
because we kind of have a hard time finding halal foods there. So we had to eat like burgers, fries, and like chicken fingers all the time. Yeah, and we also eat Indomie.
Oh, you found it to be there.
No, we brought it
Oh,
from
right from
here.
home. Okay.
We ate buldak every day until I got sick of
Yeah.
it.
And also like at the hotel, one time the elevator was broken, so we had to use like the stairs. Yeah, and also at that time, the hotel also like had a renovation in the lobby, so like it was very bad. It's kind of hard for us to find like breakfast too because the breakfast place was closed. Yes.
Oh, it was close at the time. So that's very interesting. So you have one of you have to walk through the night, one of you have to walk down up the stairs.
Yeah.
That's very and have to eat the same food every day. Now, Asta, what about you?
My most memorable moments doesn't involve something with my struggles. Actually, it involves the alpaca itself. In the scavenge hunt, one of the activities in the WSE, we get the chance to pet an alpaca and also just interact with an alpaca. I think it symbolizes the competition's commitment to actually bringing an alpaca to our faces and to the competition. And I think that is a wonderful thing. And considering that it was my first time and probably my last time for me to touch on alpaca, I would say that leaves a deep mark on me. Alpacas are very cute.
Alpacas are very good.
I agree.
You agree? They're very cute. Do you wish that you want to bring them home?
No, because they low-key smell.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Okay, so I have one more story that I want to tell you, but Aska, don't be mad at me. So we had a lot of sparings, right, with other schools. You remember that? Yeah. So, one time in America, we planned with another school, another team that
Like
we're
Indonesia
gonna.
too,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's an Indonesian team. We planned that we were going to spar against each other and we're gonna debate against each other. So it was like after we landed, right? We had different rooms. Me, in my own room, Akila in her own room, and we planned to have the debate at my room. So I waited until like I forgot what time it was. It was like in the afternoon, and Akila came into my room. We were in the Zoom. We planned to debate, and the other team was already there. Guess who was missing? Him. We tried calling him. We tried calling him like 99 times. We tried banging on his door. It turns out he was playing TV loudly because he was scared, and he fell asleep during our sparring. So I had to cover for him in the sparring, and he still wouldn't wake up after his mom also called him. So yeah, we had to do the sparring without Aska, and
We still won.
yeah,
Yeah,
we still
we
won.
still
We still won. Yeah.
Do you have any some clarification?
To be fair, at the time the connection was really bad. I was very frustrated, and my frustration it really took an energy out of me. And well, I was very tired because I was frustrated, so I took a nap. I figured it wouldn't take me that long to nap. I figured I would wake up in time just before the sparring, and well, it turns out differently. And well, it wasn't entirely my fault. It was also the internet's fault.
It's also the internet's fault. Okay, everyone can have a different opinion. That's all right. Yes.
Coping.
Eventually, got more experiences as a debater anyway. You got to cover my position.
All right. Okay. So you got more experience and you got more snaps. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Now, so you have a very interesting experience in the TOC. What is it in Yale University, and you mentioned that there are some challenges, right? That you find some struggle during the competition. Now, what actually that drives you or motivates you to be such a high achiever students like this? You got into many competitions, both national and internationally, or maybe do you have like, or what is or who is your support system? So please to tell us.
So first, at first, Via reached me out to join this competition when we were like seventh grade. Yeah, and I was like, I kept thinking to myself like, can I do this? Am I competent enough to debate and stuff? Because at that time I didn't have debate experience at all. So yeah, I kept thinking to myself, can I do this? But as time goes, I felt like this is a golden opportunity for me that I cannot let go of it, because yeah, especially we are in international class. So with this competition we had, of course we're gonna have a very memorable and very exciting journey for us. And yeah, and also I was very excited to meet and connect with all of the people in different countries, as I can expand my global knowledge, and also I can, yeah, meet with other people with different cultures, especially in cultural fair. It was very awesome.
So the question was, who motivates you, right? So for me, I have to shout out especially my mom. My mom has been there for me since the start. She was the one who reached out to me like, Fia, look at this competition. Maybe you want to participate with your friends. And she supported me throughout the whole regional, global, and TOC. Even went to TOC with us together, and she arranged most of it, all of it. And I think she plays such a big role in why I want to achieve what I achieved. So yeah, first of all, it's my mom, and then second of all, it's my friends also. So my friends, Akila, Tasha, Nadif, Atka, and others, I think they play such a big role in me wanting to succeed because they're such inspiring friends that I want to do my best to make them proud. I want to do my best to make our team be on top, and I think that is what drives me forward the most, that why I want to continue to improve myself. I think they all, my friends, my mom and my dad, play such a big role in that. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
What drives me the most to joining these competitions, like for instance this WSC, is my will to step out of my comfort zone and try new things. Because I believe that you can't achieve anything when you're in your comfort zone. You need to step out and reach for new opportunities that you are not familiar with. I believe that is where success lies in. And what I would say is my biggest support system is ironically my own comfort zone, in which I am trying to get out of to reach new opportunities. And these comfort zones, like my friends, even though at the time achieving achievements like being a top scholar in like the all of the divisions felt impossible for me, because I was clearly an experienced at the time, and I was just an ambitious kid trying to try out new things. These people, like my friends, help me through these moments and keep assuring me that I am capable of doing it, and with enough effort and enough ambition of mine and being persistent, it would lead me to all of these places and would lead me to standing on the podium and achieving all of these trophies and medals. And I believe that my own comfort zone and my will to get out of my comfort zone pushes me to join all of these new experiences and achieving all of these achievements.
It's very nice to hear. So, yourself and your friends and your parents play a big part in you, especially in pushing you to experience new things. It's very nice to hear. Now, and this competitions is very prestige, and I've heard your junior is also very interested since they see you in some of the flyers at school, right? So they asked me, oh, what is the competition that Kak Fia and Kak Aska and Kak Akila is joining? I want to know about that too, so they're asking me about that. Now, so do you have some kind of like message or advice for the juniors that who want to pursue these to join the competitions, but they feel quite hesitant to do so?
The one piece of advice that I would give the juniors and also all of the people that want to join and hop in the WSC is definitely to not be stressed about the competition, and just generally aim to have a good time there, because by having a good time you're not really stressed and you can really optimize your performance in these competitions. And I believe that pressure and also your stress is your biggest enemy, and by getting rid of it, I believe that you can achieve great things as well as enjoying your time there. So make it as fun as possible and try to not be stressed about all of the pressures about this competition.
My advice to juniors and the people who want to join WSC is that, well, I also agree with Aska that living in the moment and enjoying WSC as an experience is really important. However, you should also try your best at preparing. You need a lot of practice. You need to have the. You need to have the. You need to try to improve yourself a lot more and review your mistakes, and basically the effort before the WSC competition itself is also really important, because I learned that during my regional round versus my TOC round, I put different efforts and that really showed. I think effort is really important too. What about you, Akila?
So, for all the juniors and all of my friends and whoever wants to join competitions, especially debate, for me, it's don't ever be hesitate because you think you don't feel like you're good enough to join the competitions. Because my friends, they said to me that, oh, I also want to join this WSC competitions, but I don't feel like I can do this. Yeah, I think you just have to trust the process, because yeah, as me and Fia and Aska also at the regional, we did not have like a good result as we got in TOC or the global round. So trust the process because from the regional to global to TOC, we progressed a lot. Yeah, we actually do. We progressed a lot from like having only one or two or three medals to have that three trophies or more. Yeah. Thank you.
So, thank you for the advice. So basically bagi adik-adik kelas mungkin ya atau teman-teman yang lainnya kalau mau berprestasi seperti kakak-kakak yang ada di sini itu tadi kuncinya sudah disampaikan tuh ya, ada effort, usaha, willingness, you have to push yourself dan jangan pernah ragu ya karena pada awalnya tadi kakak-kakak di sini juga berangkat dari regional round. Nah, dari beberapa medali dapatnya sampai mendapatkan beberapa trophies and a lot more medals. Nah, now for the last nih, last but not least, what is your target? Kalian kan udah mau kelas 9 nih, ini mau SMA, jadi target ke depannya ada apa lagi? Ada capaian-capaian ke depannya? Who's first?
Yeah.
For my goal in the future, of course, I still want to continue to be a part of this global community. And I also want to explore myself more on this type of competitions and other type of competitions too. And probably for if you guys asking if I will join WSC again or not, or will I try other debate competitions? Yes. Yes, probably I will join WSC again, probably in high school. And I also want to join MUN. Yeah, and other type of debates like that. Thank you.
My goal in the future is definitely to stay in this field where I get to debate and I get to just generally enjoy the things that I'm interested in by communicating my ideas through creative writing and debating. And I would want to stick in this field. And I believe that in the near future, my goal is to join more of these competitions like Model United Nations and presumably again WSC and also other forms of debating competition and also creative writing competition so I can really flesh out my potential and my interests and the field of generally my interests.
Yeah, my target is pretty much the same as Aska and Akila. However, I do plan to take on more competitions outside the debate field. Maybe I would join like Olympiads or maybe in the future I plan to join like researching or something. Like I think um, I think debate is really important. However, I do want to explore more on other competitions as well, so I can know which ones I like. And for WSC, I think there's a possibility that I will join it again, maybe in the near future, like I don't know, this year or next year or the next. I don't know, but um, definitely I want to keep the community close because it's really a big part of my life. Thank you.
Okay, that's very great. It's a very big dream for you guys to have, and I hope that you can achieve all of that. Ustadz-ustadz di sini, ustadz dan ustadzah di sini yang berharap kalian nanti bisa menggapai target-target tersebut. Amin.
Amin.
Nah, so selanjutnya nih, do you have any? Can you give me like one word? One word. Okay, I give you time to think. One word to kind of like give spirits, not only to you guys but also to the audience. Just one word.
One word?
Just one word. Yes.
Word or sentence?
Do you want a word or sentence?
Word.
Words.
What?
Words. Just one word. It's okay.
What?
I don't know.
Okay, you know.
Ambition.
Yeah. You heard? Oh, I have no idea.
Wait.
Hold on. Let me think.
Okay. For my word is commitment.
That's so good. Confidence. Be confident in yourself, guys.
Be confident in yourselves. Yes. Okay, so ambitions, commitment and be confident. Alright, great, masya Allah. That was a very good word to describe that. Baik, jadi dari cerita-cerita dan pengalaman Kak Via, Kak Aska dan Akila ini bisa disimpulkan bahwa kita itu boleh bermimpi besar ya, karena untuk bermimpi besar itu pastinya butuh tadi yang dibilang ada ambition, ada ambisi, ada komitmen dan juga percaya diri atau confidence. Nah, semuanya pasti bisa dicapai dan jangan lupa untuk berdoa juga ya. Nah, terima kasih banyak Kak Akila, Kak Via dan Kak Aska yang sudah hadir di podcast Resonansi. Nah, so to close, maybe do you remember that we have a tagline, right?
Yeah.
Yes, what was it? The tagline was speak, share, and inspire. So you have to do the gestures like this too. Alright? Okay, remember? Okay, ready. I'll give you the mic. Okay, so if I say podcast Resonansi, you have to say speak, share, and inspire. Okay, ready? Podcast Resonansi.
Speak, share, and inspire.
Terima kasih. Sampai jumpa di